Hello YouTube. This is my second try at this because I didn't realize the light that I had behind the camera was so bright that when I showed off my first little journal you saw nothing but blank pages. So that's a 20-minute video I had to remake. Okay, so now that I'm done bitching, this one right here is my sketch book. This is where I write down how everything is in the, in my beds or in the ground or whatever. Here I have, this obviously I started in 2017, but since then, this is like when I first started working at the nursery. So I only have these 3 items in here, but now that I've been like working in people's yards and stuff, I have 2 of, those Ferrero Rocher's boxes, those hazelnut candies. I have 2 of those full of seeds that I've collected over the last 2 years. So I haven't put any of those in here yet. Okay, so like I said, this is just my little map book. Shows what I have in my containers and stuff. It's just little rough sketches that aren't pretty or anything, but it just shows me where stuff is. And some of these I need to redo because I've taken stuff out and added stuff and blah blah blah. So that's all that one is. I would like one of these that was, instead of lines, it was, the grid paper. That'd be perfect, actually. So I should keep my eye out for that. But for now, this is alright. These were on clearance for $1, and I think I bought like at least 10. So I use them for different things. This one is my more detailed gardening journal. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this is a garden and crafting video. I hate remaking videos because I feel like I'm just saying the same things twice to myself over and over. So like I said, this one is my more detailed journal, so it's not fancy or anything. It's just got all the like nuts and bolts in it. Like it shows, like it's gonna say what the thing is, and normally I'll say where I got it from over here and the date that I first got it, and then anything I do to that gets written down. Like this one I got from a client. This one I got from my mother. And like these are cuttings I did. I got them from a client, but I forgot to write down when. But yeah, so I just write what it is, where I got it from, and then anything I've done to it. So this is, like I said, my detailed listings of what I've done. This one was the first one I did, so it's going to have all the mistakes in it. Like I shouldn't have had so many pages, but at the same time, I will fill this up. The cover used to have a lot more stuff on it, but like it all fell off and it's coming apart, so I do need to do some maintenance on this book. So maybe if you want, I'll do a video of me just messing around in this book, adding stuff or whatever to music or something. It's also been in the rain more than once, as you can see, but it's held together pretty well actually, so. But like I said, there's a few things that need some maintenance on it. Oh, I should turn it. Oh, I did turn it right. Okay, I'm stupid. So this right here used to be one of those, this used to be one of those calendars, the little pocket calendars. And I would write down like when I started seeds and whatnot, and I should just put another one in here, but a 2-year one, because the problem is I start doing it and then I forget to keep doing it. I have a problem with consistency. Like, I love to start things and then get bored with them. So I'm trying to maintain something. Okay, this one is my, you remember at Christmas time they have all those pine trees that they sell as Christmas trees. They have glitter all over them. Okay, well, 2017, like right after Christmas, I bought this one. And it was like, really, Marilyn? I can't right now. Sorry, I'm turning my phone on silent. It was in the 70 to 90% off. So it was normally like $20 and I got it for $4 or something. I don't even remember. It was just some crazy price where I'm like, I'll buy that even if I kill it, you know. But luckily, I have been able to keep it alive. It is sitting on my porch. It does get cold, so I'm really surprised that it survives because it's not supposed to be in the cold. But I just repotted it in a very expensive ceramic pot that I got from work because we get a bonus at Christmas time to spend at the nursery. So that was one of the things I got, was a very nice, gorgeous purple ceramic pot to put this plant in because it has doubled in size at least since I've gotten it, if not more. Like, you can see half of it doesn't have glitter on it, but the bottom half still has glitter on it. I'm not going to, like, talk about every single plant, but there are some things that I'm going to stop and talk about because I'm proud of them, whatever I decide I want to talk about. But a lot of these pages I've redone because I failed miserably on some of the things. And sometimes I'll keep in my failures, but like sometimes if it's like I'm never going to grow that again or I don't care, I just will cover it up. So that's what I've done with some of these. These are my oleander cuttings page. I also have it in the other journal. But these do really well when you start them in water. I'm sure they do just as fine if you just start them in dirt, but I like to start some things in water because it's easier and I like to watch it grow the roots. So I have a bunch of pothos that I want to take cuttings off of because I heard those are really easy to do in water as well. But I don't have any of my houseplants in any of my journals, which is kind of funny. And I also need to start a bonsai book, and I think I need to start a houseplant book too because I've repotted several of my houseplants. I've separated several of my houseplants, and I have no record of that whatsoever. So I should probably do that. Like this one. I got this one and this one from work. They were like in the, not expired, but they were packed for the previous year. And all the seeds came up. So I thought that was interesting because, you know, like you just never know how long things are really going to last. And it's nice to see that the seeds last longer than, you know, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. I just got one of these that we threw away at work. It's forsythia, and it has a couple of buds on it already. I'm bonsaiing it. All my bonsais are not bonsais; they're all training bonsais. This one I tried to grow from seed, and it did not work out. So what I did was I got some throwaways from work, and I planted those, and those are doing really good. I mean, right now they're, you know, like, have just a few leaves on it. But in the spring, summer, whenever, they're going to be awesome. This one, you see, it doesn't have a lot of writing on it, even though I've had it for almost a year now. Because I've cut a few branches off, but I really haven't done much to it because I want to just let it grow for a year or two before I start shaping it or whatnot. And my zinnias, I'm so proud of these. These all did well. I don't know if they were all from seed though. I think I got some from work as well. Where's my other zinnias? Oh, right here. Did I skip that page? So these are the semi-dwarfs and these are the giants. And the giants did really well. And I collected seeds from both, but I did not separate them. I'm so bad at organization. I did not separate the semis and the giants, so when I plant them this year, we're just gonna see what happens. My radishes did extremely well. Like, if you don't think you can grow vegetables, maybe start with some radishes because they'll make you feel amazing. And the alyssum, like, I didn't think it was doing well. I plant most of my seeds in pony packs or jumbo packs. And then when they get to a certain size, I transplant them. These ones didn't seem to do well, but then once I planted them in things, they seem to be doing okay, and they're reseeding themselves, so I guess they're alright. The marigold seeds, I don't know why, but like my grandpa used to grow these all the time, like always, but I cannot grow the seeds to save my life, I guess. I got some of them from work, some castaway plants that I ended up planting with my other plants. I plant the marigolds and the zinnias together with certain other plants because it helps keep pests away. But I did collect seeds this year, so I mean, I'll try to grow them again. I mean, of course I'm gonna try. Seeds are way cheaper, especially when they're free. This one is my hosta. I really don't feel like it's gonna be this blue, but it wasn't even anywhere near any kind of blue whatsoever. Like, it was just straight up green. And I only got like 4 leaves on it last year. So, like, I'm hoping this year it's gonna do better. I don't know. And these did not do well for me at all. Like, I only had like 2 or 3 of them grow, and only 1 bloomed, and it died right before it opened. So I don't know what the crap I did wrong, but those flowers hate me. I would like to try it again, but I don't know. I don't know, because how much did I pay? Or my mother paid $2? Yeah, I guess I'd try it again for $2. Now my hyacinths, they popped up early because I put them in a container and then I covered it with another pot. So they grew, I think they grew too soon. So they didn't seem to last very long, and then the bulbs, like, I just dug them up. But I've replanted them this year. I planted them like a month ago, and they're already starting to come up, along with my tulips, which I don't have in my book at all for some reason. So we'll see. I bought 2 more hyacinths as well, so I'll probably write that down in here. A blue one and a purple one. And then I bought a purple tulip. And then I bought a bunch of purple tulips days ago that I planted that are starting to come up as well. So we'll see how that goes. How all that goes. These I'm supposed to be drawing in a map, but as you see, I keep crossing stuff out and adding stuff in, so I don't want to do a map until I'm more permanent. Because also, I planted a plumbago in here, and I didn't even write that down on here at all. So I need to redo this list. And then maybe I'll just do this in pencil, so that way I can just move things around when I need to. This one gets absolutely no sun, so I can only put in things that are gonna survive the shade. This is my maple cuttings. The only cuttings that have ever grown for me. Like, I don't know what I did, but they're the only ones that I've been able to successfully grow. And now they're in, I think, 2.5 or 3 gallon pots. I don't remember. But one of them I'm gonna plant in the ground and let it be a maple tree. And then the other one I'm gonna bonsai. And this, as you see, is my wisteria planting list. Now they are very, very easy to start, but I cannot seem to keep them alive once they're seedlings. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you have any suggestions or advice, please feel free. I am doing some more seeds right now, so we'll see. Apparently I'm going to talk about everything anyway. Now, see, this was a fail for me. I bought these. I really like yellow tomatoes. And I bought these, and I got like, I don't know, 4, 5 tomatoes. I don't know. Like, it says I got quite a few, but whatever the quite a few was, I never got quite a few more. So I don't know what I did wrong there, but yeah. This is my Japanese honeysuckle. I have it training on a cypress, a dead cypress. Like, I'll show you. Where's my... Where is it? Oh, I guess we'll talk about it when I get to it. Now, my cyclamen, this is a funny story. I have it on... I planted a loropetalum and it died because it got too much sun. And then I tried to pull the loropetalum out of the ground and it was just like, it's in there. Like, I cannot get it out. So what I did is I planted a clematis underneath it. Not underneath, but, you know, on the ground. And I let that climb up the loropetalum. It wasn't a big loropetalum. It was like maybe 2 feet tall. Maybe more. I don't know. And then I accidentally cut it, and I thought I killed the clematis, but it's starting to grow back, so that's good because I paid for that. And I hate it when I kill things I pay for. This is all the flowers I have in pots, the different pots. I do have more flowers in pots than this, but I haven't been keeping up with this at all in the winter time. Like, I'm really bad with that. My bougainvillea I thought I killed last year because you're supposed to cover them, or at least cover it with mulch, because it does get, it freezes here a few days in the winter time. So I thought I killed it. I did not, luckily, and it did really good this year, and I think next year it's going to really take off. This is a ponderosa pine I got from Walmart for like $4 and like a little, you know, it was just the, like a branch with some roots. And it gets huge, but I'm going to keep it bonsai because it gets, what, like 100 feet tall? Yeah. The only reason I have this annual in here is because I absolutely adore this one. This is the Night Sky. It's the purple one with the white splotches. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I hate annuals because you got to replace them, but I do buy these ones. These are gladiolas I got from Walmart last year. I planted them too late, so I did not get any blooms, but they did grow pretty tall. Just the stalks. I just never got any blooms. So right now it's in my greenhouse, and I'll probably pull it out in a couple weeks and let it sit in the sun and see what happens. This is an arrangement I put together. This is my jacaranda page. It's a tree that I got from my cousin for house sitting for him. It's got these gorgeous purple flowers on it, and I hope it does okay. I planted a bunch of this stone crop in there with it, and I just planted some tulips. Well, in November I planted some tulips, and they're starting to come up right now. They're supposed to be a gorgeous dark purple, so we'll see. This is my hanging plant section. So I have everything. Oh, I'm sure I don't have everything, but I have some things that I've planted on here, and some I have just written down because they didn't have tags. And here is the one I was looking for earlier with the jasmine. I have the jasmine crawling up I have a cypress form it was dead. We pulled it out of a client's yard, but I really liked its form, so I planted it in my garden, and then I planted the honeysuckle underneath it, so the honeysuckle will curve around. Well, I'm training it to curve around the whole thing. So hopefully it's going to be awesome in a couple years. And so yeah, so this was the first shade garden I made. I have this old rope that I got from one of Brian's cousins, and I used that as the border and made this garden with the cypress form and put a bunch of cyclamen and stuff all around it. And then I made the woodshed one that's the all shade garden. And then my mother-in-law had a rope, and she made another little rope garden right next to my other rope garden. But I filled in all the plants. So, like on there, I have... And see, I keep crossing stuff out that's not working in there. So I planted some hydrangeas, but they weren't doing good. So I pulled those out, moved them somewhere else. Planted some gardenias there. They were starting to sunburn, so what I did was I put a patio umbrella over them like Laura did for her hydrangeas on Garden Answer. And they mostly, one of them has no leaves and one of them has a few leaves, but they're both still green when you scratch them. So I'm going to see what happens this year. If they don't produce any leaves or anything this year, I will probably pull them out and replace it with something else. So yeah, this is my little journal, and I love it. And it's really teaching me to stay focused and to make sure to write things down so I have answers. My memory is so bad that I need to write things down so that I can retain the information. I mean, obviously I'm not retaining it, but so, you know what I mean. So I have it written down of things that I've done, so I know what I'm doing right, so I know what I'm doing wrong, so I can give advice to other people, and I feel like I know what I'm talking about because I have evidence of it, you know? So that's what I'm doing here. Let's see how much time I have left on my 2 minutes. Alright, I guess I better wrap it up. We didn't even get through it this whole time. I mean, this time. So yeah, like I said, if you want a real run through of it, I can only do 25 minutes at a time because my camera is, that's just what it is. So if you want a real run through, like I can go page by page to some music and speed it up or something, I don't know. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, please give it a like. Please comment if you like, if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see, either crafting or gardening. I'm always up for ideas to help me do things. So, thanks again for watching. Bye.